I didn't have anxiety in middle school. Or rather, not the type of anxiety that makes you wonder if you really deserve to be alive. Just the normal anxiety, like right before a presentation or talking to the kid you like. Now that anxiety has changed or even evolved into something I can't avoid no matter how I try to distract myself from it. I was home alone with my younger sister 3 days after my 13th birthday. I got a text from an unknown number, which really isn't that big of a deal, but when you consider that it read, "Hi, Mercedes," spelled correctly, which never happens, things started to turn downwards. I texted this person 3 times. "Who are you? How did you get my number? Please don't text me again." I was polite. I remained calm. I used please, the number one thing that my mother taught me to say, so I came across as a polite young lady. But as soon as I said that, the person thought they had the right to violate me, demanding I meet up with them at EAA during AirVenture to have sex. I locked all the windows, all the doors, shut all the curtains. Obviously this person knows I go to AirVenture each and every year. I tell my sister to stay in her room. She doesn't know what's going on, but she knows I'm scared, and she listens to me for once. I lock myself in mine. I call my mom, hysterically crying as I sit on the floor and try to eat the custard I had just bought from the store down the street. I beg her to come home. The texts I receive get worse, more sexual. I'm 13. I'm only 13. I've been 13 for 3 days. When my mom pulls into the driveway, home hours earlier than normal, I receive a text that would chill anyone's blood. "You live by Minnesota Street, right?" And then I receive a text containing my address. This could no longer be a prank. I was being threatened to have sex with someone I didn't even know. My mom takes us to the police station. We file a report. We go home, and we stay home with the curtains drawn, waiting to hear if my dad could leave his current trip. He's a pilot, so he might not be able to come home until his trip ends in a week. A week later, during AirVenture, my parents pull me aside. One of her family friends had been arrested in Appleton for doing things to other girls, similar to what had happened to me. I felt scared. He was normally at AirVenture. He had been to our house. He's in his late 30s. And the worst thought yet, if he hadn't been arrested, he could have been here to rape me. After almost 2 years, this new anxiety still hasn't faded. Even after he went to jail for 8 years, I still can't bring myself to use his name. I can't be in a room with a guy I don't know without panicking, and planning several ways I can escape the room without getting hurt. I can't walk down the street to my friend's house without turning around at least 7 times to make sure nobody is following me, and her house is only 5 down from mine. My reality is hiding under the covers at age 15 because I heard a noise and it's the only place I feel safe. My reality is not wanting to leave the house for fear of being attacked. My reality is panic attacks at 3 in the morning, and the only thing that calms you down doesn't work. So don't tell me what happened to me isn't sexual harassment, or that it isn't that big of a deal, or that it could have been worse. Because it was sexual harassment, and it broke me, so don't tell me that I'm okay.